Hello, Arcadius here. I've uploaded 4 songs recently that were made for a game, created and played for game jams. And like the other song I made for jam, I'm going to talk about this 4 song I made. I want to talk first about the game theme song, because it's the first one I've made. And I want to go in order of me making them, not them appearing in the game. So let's talk about Into the Maze, the theme that play when you're, well, kind of dumb how to say this, but when you play the game. However, I sadly don't have the earlier version of the FamiTracker file, only got the WAV file. It's sadly the case for most of the things I've made inside the game, except for the SFX. I've done everything I could remember, so it should be good, and everything I'm going to say is everything I've remembered. Now that it's said, let's start, shall we? But before explaining why and how I made this sound, I think I need to explain a bit why I've choose FamiTracker and not used Ableton like I do every time. So the first thing is that on the page for the 8-bit jam they said retro sounding chiptune music will below a link to a Nintendo emulation style VST, and I thought to myself, yeah, well, I'm going to use that, because I can put it on Ableton and I can see what I'm going to do. But it didn't work, because it was only for PC and Windows, and my Ableton is on Apple Mac M1, so I couldn't use it. But anyway, it's disappointing, but move on. From that, I tried FamiStudio, being the software most resembling DAW, and also being available on Mac, but let's just say I didn't quite understood or appreciate the experience I had with which is dumb, because yeah, I wanted to have something similar to Ableton and something where I can see, but I didn't use it. It's dumb. So I searched and remember that there was a FamiTracker that I already tried a bit before on my computer that is not meant for music production nor music making, but hey, I just said to myself, let's give it a try, more than the crappy cover of Impression by Coltrane that I tried. Yeah. So as you can probably think and see, and also tell by the name, FamiTracker is a tracker that emulate or recreate the NES sound made by the chip. Luckily for you and me, this video is about a song that is more finished and better than the Impression cover. And this project or song that I'm going to talk about was at the beginning just a simple project that was mostly for me how to correctly understand and make things in the tracker. So at the start I didn't have really any clear idea of harmony and what scale I'm using and everything like that, because I was more focused on figuring things out and figuring out the possibilities of what I can do and what I can't. I've started with a simple arpeggio and not with a quick arpeggio to probably make some chords and to have basic musical anchor point for me. And I turned the arpeggio into a simple lead that sounded nice. It's at this point that I started to mostly say to myself, okay, I'm here, where can I go, and mostly and most importantly, how can I go? And like I've said, an Italian man on an electro song made by a French robot. Once you free your mind about the concept of harmony and of music being correct, you can do whatever you want. So, yeah, this quote and jazz helped me to make a song. With that in mind, I just started to play a random lead sometime, and after that putting into the tracker, sometimes just improvising to go back to the chord, because if you don't have anything that is stable or any sense of stability, you can have a sensation of movement. So I knew that I needed both to have a nice song. And after that, after playing the lead, putting on some chords and putting the bass, I made a quick drum pattern with mostly noise because I didn't figure it out. You could also use triangle to make noise. After everything was done, I just put some effect on it, like the sliding effect, the echoes, sort of. And I sent it to Discord, but before that I removed the arpeggio at the beginning because I thought, it's too much, the idea, and just I don't really think it's a good idea to keep it. So there were only drill at the time, and he told me that it was nice, but it was missing something at the start. I'll ask people around me too, and someone told me that there's a lot going on this song. I need to give some time to people to understand what's happening. This feedback led me to making the V2 version with the arpeggio back in the song, so the one that we hear in the final game, and the V3 version with longer transition between the different parts, mostly between the introduction and the ending chorus. Later on, when the game was almost finished and everything was just publishing, I reworked a bit the song to make it have better drums. But other than that, I didn't do anything about the song more than that. And like I said, it was mostly a project to understand the tracker and what I can make. So it's probably everything I have to say about the song creation for now, cause it's all I can think of. It's a song I like, and I learned a lot of things with this one, even if I've learned things with the other one too, and I still have to learn a lot with Family Tracker, seeing other examples on the internet and other things that people can do. It's just wow. Yeah, that's impressive. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't hesitate to tell me anything on the video or the song in the comment, and like every YouTuber ask for at the end of the video or things like that, leave a like. But if you don't want to, you can also don't do that. It's okay too. And I see you if you stick around in the next video. Have a great day, great afternoon, evening or night. Hey, quick note. Postscript Arcadius here. I've also worked on the transcription for shit of the song. I'm still working on it, but it should be on my Ko-fi page when everything is done. Still have a lot of things to figure out since I didn't have any idea at the start of the song, so it's hard. But if you're interested, just check sometime my Ko-fi page, and I'll probably make a post too on the community page when it's done. Now it shall be all for the video. I have nothing more to add, so like said previously, have a great day, afternoon, evening or night. Bye bye.